爪が甘かったですわね。時間がかかります。大きなものを作るのは。
Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that little clip there. I decided to edit that match a little bit just because I thought it would have been fun. But anyways, back to the match at hand. This match here was an unranked match, so it isn't insanely fun, but it was still a good match nevertheless. There's some good moments, and of course I'll comment over everything that I see here. Things that I could have done better, things that I can improve on, and things that I did well. Alright, so we did really well to avoid All For One's Gamma there. It would have been really bad if we had gotten caught by that. And yeah, we finally got him down. It was kind of a trade, but hey, we're good. So Twice is going for the takedown, probably gonna clone All For One there, and I'm gonna keep on this Mount Lady here. And I know she's running and she has the good lead on me, but here's what I do to close that lead. I knew she went up the stairs, so I climbed the staircase there, just to gain the distance on her. And as she jumps down, I jump down too, and block her exit. Which was a really good way of keeping the pressure on her without ever leaving close proximity. And she goes down for it. Our Endeavor went down, and our Twice is doing his best to keep him alive. So I'm gonna head over there and do what I can. I send a cannon, perfect hit, Ida's dead. And that's the first fight of the match done. Overall, it wasn't bad. I think my aim was kind of bad in this beginning stage of the match, but as the match progresses, I think I start to do better. But yeah, in terms of leveling up my quirks, I'm taking my normal approach, which is 4-4-4, and then either go YOLO cannons or then go to the alpha. But here I go for the alpha, I'm pretty sure. Because Momo doesn't have as many alphas that she can carry, it makes the most sense to have as much range on them as you can. I dropped those blues for my Twice there, but it seemed like he didn't want them for a second there. But yeah, this part of the match is just us looting up again. I saw that he was running towards that level up card there, so I decided to leave it for him, but he didn't pick it up, so I took it. He also didn't take this level up, so I'm not sure. I guess he just didn't want to level up his quirks. But that's fine by me. I get a blue card that I can use to run around with. Alright, so we're heading into our next fight. We have a Shigaraki, a Dabi, and one other character. I don't remember who it was. But we have to be super careful of that Shigaraki there, because any bad turn would cause us to die. Oh, it was a Twice. So at this point, the enemy Twice had a few clones already, but that was okay. I decided to focus the Shigaraki because to me he was the biggest threat. But as I was focusing him, our Twice goes down, and I had to make the decision to either protect my Twice or finish off this kill here. And I finished off the kill, but then I misjudged where my Twice actually was. I thought I could send my cannon right to the wall that was facing me, but unfortunately that's not where he was. So to get revenge on the Twice, I try to focus him a little bit, but after a little while I lose track of him. But that doesn't change the fact that I wanted to still take him out. But in doing so, I think oh, there he is. But yeah, he's gone again, and now I find myself fighting a Dabi with an Endeavor behind him. So I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm not trying to get myself killed. My teammate finds Coda, which is insane. You know, you love to see it. And I'm trying to heal up, but the imminent threat, which was Twice, was right there in front of me, so I had to take him out of here. And I really thought I could have gotten the heal off before the fireball hit me, but that wasn't the case, unfortunately. Okay, so we're finally getting our heal off, which is great. Initially, I thought my Endeavor was using a team heal, so I wasn't going to heal myself at all. But then he changed his mind. But that's okay. This Dabi here gets perfectly hit by each one of those cannonballs, which is really sad for him, but great for me. And then while I'm focusing the Twice, it seemed as if my teammates were getting focused by a different team. I didn't pick up on it until they were basically dead. But right here, I probably could have used my team heal instead of just going for a single team shield. And I was planning to go help my teammate, but then there was an entire team in front of me. So I had to deal with them first. Ochako's body was used as bait. Then I set up cannons, and I got rid of that all for one, trying to revive her. And then we had an Endeavor right on top of us, which is not amazing. I'm also not sure why the Endeavor started to let up there. He probably should have just kept focusing me as opposed to grabbing those items there. But yeah, that's why he died. So now, I'm just trying to get my teammates back in the game. But as I was doing so, I heard a yellow Shigaraki trying to shoot me, so I tried to get in and get out as soon as I could. I didn't grab all of those level up cards, just because I thought it would be too dangerous to stay there for too long. But it's okay. I grabbed whatever I could grab, and my teammates will have to make do with whatever I got for them. Alright, so they're back in the game. The circle is getting pretty small. All we have left is, well, our two other teams actually. And for the other teams, it was a solo Shigaraki and a team of 3. Deku, Ibara, and Denki. I'm surprised I got this heal off, considering she was right in front of me there. But I guess she was too focused on my Endeavor. But while we were taking out this Ibara, my Twice is getting pretty hit hard. Or is getting hit pretty hard, I should say. And I initially go over to help him, but then this Denki appears in front of me and he takes my attention. And he gammas right in my face, and that's why he dies. Alright, so now it's just myself and the Endeavor versus Shigaraki. And the Shigaraki is really doing a number on my Endeavor there. So I tried to play the zone keeping game a bit. There I probably should have used my Alpha instead of my Beta, because I would have had more range, but that's okay. My Endeavor decides to use his Prominence Burn, and he gets clapped for it. So now it's just up to me. I didn't know where the Shigaraki was at the time, so in order to ensure my safety, I plus Ultra'd. I didn't want to take any stray hits. And then he went up top of this building, but then I guess he just lingered into the storm for too long, and he ends up dying to the storm. So it was a bit anticlimactic, but hey, it is what it is. This next clip starts off a little bit further into the match, just because we haven't done any fighting up until now. But yeah, our first targets are an Endeavor and a Deku. Against those two characters, I don't want to stay in their line of sight for too long, so I tried my best to use the buildings as cover, so I didn't get killed. That was a really good gamma from the Endeavor there. But yeah, unfortunately, Endeavor does get away from me. But fortunately, that's what we have Bakugo for. He's a lot more capable of chasing than me. So since he's on the Endeavor, I decide to stay on the Deku. But Deku is a very mobile character, so it isn't easy for me to get the jump on him unless he allows me to. Like here, for example, he goes for a box, and that's where I get him. But he plus ultras and knocks me away, thwarting any attempts of me taking him out. Eventually, I do get tired of chasing the Deku there. And he does lead me into someone else, so I decide to take a step back, just so I wouldn't die, you know? Setting up cannons in small pathways like that is always a really good thing. I know that this should be common knowledge, but I really don't see very many Momos do it in-game. Which to me doesn't make sense. But anyways. My Bakugo was warning me of the threat in this building here. But I was too focused on running around. I didn't actually see where the marker was until too late. But it's okay, we're still alive. I also probably should have picked up some of those shields there. I'm not sure why I didn't. So I see a Deku and I make the danger ping to my teammate that I'm fighting. And unfortunately, this Deku is taking quite a bit of damage. But as I said before, I don't like staying in Deku's line of sight for too long. So I do what I can to hide behind buildings, and yeah. I do feel bad for the Deku, but hey. It is a battle royale after all. The Deku that I'm focusing ends up being just a clone. And I get caught on my shield, and I end up eating a beta from All Might there. And now he is hard focusing me. But we're okay. this Dobby team has almost every building just filled with traps. And of course I get the idea to use my cannons, but Shigaraki breaks them pretty easily. Those shields from earlier definitely would have been good to have, but I'm happy that I used a team heal for my Bakugo. All Might focused me earlier, so now it's my turn to focus him. What I was very sad about was that this cannon that I just set up didn't even shoot cannonballs, it was just a dud. Which seems to be happening a lot lately. But it's not a new bug, it's a bug that has been around. So I can't really say much. Because I knew the All Might was super low, I make the decision to chase him, and we finish the job. He is on teams with it twice there, so I'm setting up my cannons just as a precaution. You know, if his teammate comes in, he's getting hit by my cannons. Which is why we stayed here for as long as we did. I'm actually really surprised that his Gamma broke through my Beta that easily. I think it's just the angle that I got hit at, but still. Plus Ultra isn't gonna save him from my cannons, unfortunately. But yeah, we're chilling. We haven't had too many close calls, but that's good. And right here, I hear someone drinking right behind that corner. So I send my cannon there, and it's a Tsuyu. But she really didn't stand a chance. I'm pretty sure she went down before she even knew what was happening. And now it's just the final two teams. The Shigaraki and Dobby team from earlier versus myself and this Bakugo. We have a plus Chaos Shigaraki, which is very scary. But because he was focused on my Bakugo so much, I end up getting him with my cannons. And we're back to playing the zone keeping game against this Dobby here. And let's just say he never makes it back into the circle before he goes down. And that's it. Match is done. That wasn't too bad. Alright, and for the final match of this video here, I teamed up with a pretty cool All Might player. We played quite a few games together before this match here. And yeah, it was just a very, very good experience overall. This match in particular was filled with lots of close moments, lots of great moments, and not so great ones. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I downed the Dobby, but unfortunately just couldn't finish him. And he ends up getting back up. using his special action. So that was my first biggest mistake, letting the Dobby get back up. I wanted to go for a heal, but that Shigaraki just said no, straight up. Fortunately for me though, I did have this team heal. I'm sad that I got comboed by that. But it feels like his ice came out before the animation was even finished. So I didn't even have a chance to dodge it. And this Dobby Shigaraki team is just doing a number on my All Might here. I will admit, this part of the match was a bit too chaotic for my liking. But hey, sometimes we welcome the chaos. My All Might goes down, and I can see that they're shooting him from up there, but there isn't much I can do, unfortunately. So I decide to back out. You know, it's better to just have one of your teammates go down as opposed to both of them. I managed to take out this Toga here. She was already really low. And now I'm just getting clapped by his Dobby traps. But yeah, we do have a down teammate, but hey, we're not out of this game just yet. So even though I do still need levels for myself, I decide to get some stuff from my All Might. You know, because at the very least, All Might should have his Alpha at level 4. Just so he gets the splash damage on it. If I wasn't paying attention, I would have run into that trap right there. And that was a nice comment from my All Might there. I do think that we made a really, really good team. But you want to know what's funny? In this entire match, I don't think we left the fire zone. This entire match for us took place in the fire zone, which is funny. We ended up getting our get back against that Shigaraki Dobby team, so that was great. I think that was one of the highest points of the match there. kind of like a morale boost, so to speak. Also, I love that I can knock Kirishima out of his hardening now. And just for the record, I hit the Kirishima 3 times with my alpha, and he made the sound effect that he got knocked back, but he didn't actually get knocked back, which is weird. Plus, Shima, you don't want to stay near him for too long, because that's how you die. One of his Gamma attacks will take away basically all of your shield. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but in this match, I definitely took more of a support approach. Ouch, that did a lot. Getting frozen still hurts. But anyways, yeah, in this match, I took more of a support approach because I could rely on my All Might to do damage. Which is why throughout the match you see that whenever he finds a team shield, or team heal, or full team heal, he gives them to me. Against full bullet Deku, Momo really has to worry about his beta there, because his beta theoretically counters hers. And All Might does All Might things. He gets rid of that Deku for me. I wonder why I just allowed that Kirishima to do what he did. I didn't have to. But yeah, my All Might did a danger ping, so I'm gonna go over there to help him. I don't have any blue cards, so getting around is a lot more difficult for me. He hardened right in front of me, so all it took was 3 alphas to get him out of it, and he goes down. But unfortunately, my All Might goes down too, to a Todoroki, that same one. So I take it upon myself to defend my All Might as much as I can. Because as long as I'm your teammate, you're not going down, bro. You're not getting knocked out, I should say. And there goes Mr. Shoto. Oof. I noticed it in real time, and I wanted to react to it, but I had my alpha going, so I couldn't dodge roll, unfortunately. Alright, so it's just us and this Ochako left. And I will tell you guys right now, the next 2 minutes of this match are going to be very boring. We're chasing an Ochako all over the map. One character who has great mobility, and one who just has the worst possible mobility ever. But you want to know something? I wish they would give Momo a specific thing that I'm thinking of that would allow her to get around more easily. I'll put it up on screen right here. Maybe once Momo gets her own quirk set, she'll have that move as her Gamma, and then she'll be able to move around with it. That would be nice. And for a while, we end up not seeing the Ochako at all. That's because she died to the storm. So the last 2 minutes were just nothing. But anyways, that was fun.